Who are you?
Who am I?
I know who you are,
yeah,
but
I'm Stewart Lee, the comedian. I'm here at this thing.
Why are you here? Why are you on the lineup?
Well, Robin asked me, and last year's was really good, and I think this year's is even better because what he seems last year. What he seems to be moving towards is a kind of event that's entertaining and it's people discussing things. And last year it was kind of all on message, whereas this year is a bit more jumbled up, and I think it shows a real sort of openness of mind and a broadness of spirit for him to have a wider diversity of people who don't necessarily toe the party line, but to say that. Let's do some entertainment about these things, and I think it's really great. And it's the kind of event you could imagine in about 3 years' time people will be talking about it as if it's an annual thing that we all look forward to every year. And it's such an honour to be on this bill with all these people. It's great. Really, I think everyone on the bill feels flattered by association, and the audience are getting such a treat. It's really great.
Do you find it? Does your material change with an audience like this, or is it?
Well, you know what? Last year I was in the middle of writing a telly show, and I was doing a week about sort of religious thought, and I had loads of really good stuff about Richard Dawkins and evolution and things. This year I had to go. I've been thrown in a bit of the deep end, and I'm working on lots of other projects, so I just did a bit from 20 years ago about evangelists coming to the door that I'm a bit tired of, but I had a bit of fun with it. So if he asks me again, I'll try and write something a bit more site-specific, but it was good fun.
And do you find like the crowd, does the crowd respond differently because it's made up of a lot of kind of like-minded?
Well, I think that all people here will have come for all different reasons because there's so many different people on. I always think it's a tribute to the organisational faculty behind it, and to Robin Ince, that he's sort of got a sense of what will fit together in a night like this. I mean, it's really brilliant as well when it's sort of a show like this is sort of filling a role that television and radio and newspaper commissioners would tell you entertainment can't do, which is to be non-judgmental and stimulating, and to be able to accommodate conflicting points of view as long as they're sort of thoughtfully put over. And so it's really great.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Lastly, sort of who stands out on the bill, kind of that you're on with, that you're particularly chuffed to be associated with?
It's nice to be on. There's loads of people that I like. Josie Long and Rich Herring and Robin are some of my favourite comics, and Alan Moore and Johnny Ball are like people that I was a huge childhood fan of, so it's really amazing to be on a bill with them. It's like a childhood dream, and I expect for a lot of people in the audience who followed a similar developmental trajectory to me over their lives, to see all those people together is probably hilarious. Really
yeah, you should never say finally when you're asking someone a question, but okay, this is probably finally. With Johnny Ball and stuff, because there's a lot of people sort of commenting on kind of the content of his material yesterday and stuff. How do you feel about that?
I wasn't here last night, but you know what? I think it's really great. I think it's really great because I think that obviously this week when the climate change conference is on, and to this audience, it's kind of a if you were running a normal night, you think it's a bad call to put someone in who's going against the grain. But actually, it's the ideal thing to do, and I just hope he wasn't too traumatised by it, because I'm sure everyone really likes him, even though they don't necessarily agree with him, and that's the wonderful thing about this. And I think that's probably the good thing about. Well, I suspect that even if I suddenly had a revelation and I had a road to Damascus experience and believed in God, I'd still probably subscribe to humanist literature and be in the BHA, because I think the things that they put on the table are really important, and the subjects they bring up for discussion are really important. And I think that faith and doctrine and dogma need to be challenged. And even if I had a faith, I would still believe that, because I think they have to be rigorously questioned, and to have a good night of people having a good laugh about that seems the ideal way to do it. And I think that probably everyone, whatever their opinion is, would come away feeling that they'd learned something and had a good time as well.
Absolutely brilliant, thank you so much.
Cheers.